Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Starshot Ryan here to bring you some more Legend of the Heroes Trails in the Sky. Well, so last time we just said goodbye to our father as he runs off to a who knows where on an investigation of some sort, and we're here to pick up all the jobs he apparently was supposed to do but left before he could do them. So let's go ahead and get that started. For the most part, I plan going through this playthrough that I'll try and complete all the quests. In each area, there's a few different places we'll go to as we continue through the game. But yeah, first we'll check out the guild and see what quests she has for us today. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out about the jobs he left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here? Isn't that where Tio lives? Tio? I seem to have heard that name somewhere before. Tio Purzel. She was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Purzel Farm's owner's daughter. Oh, really? It's actually the Purzel Farm that put in the request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems with that, like that? Fortunately, nobody has been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild received an extermination request. I never would have guessed something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Here, take this with you. This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know that Tio's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary. But we'll take it just in case. And along with that, that's kind of the main quest. There are usually a few side quests to check out as well that you can normally find on any of the guild's boards. Like here we have Find This Shiny Rock, which it looks like we have a long time to complete. And we need to speak directly to the person in question, and that we can find them at the Orbital factory right across the way. And then there's also the main road monster. One of the monsters we'll find as we travel around the area. And the term long pretty much just means we have, term long usually refers to as you progress through the story, not how much time you're given. So even if you were to say take 2 hours playing through this game, as long as you haven't completed some of the main story quests just yet, or depending on how many you complete, we should have plenty of time to do them. And if you do go and check on the board again after you complete a main quest, you should then see that the term long changes from like term middle or medium maybe. But it's usually a pretty good idea trying to complete them as soon as you can, or if it's something you can complete along the way through with other quests. But we'll go ahead and check up on our Shiny Rock quest here. Let's see. No, looks like he's not who we're looking for. I think it's this old guy here. Or maybe not. Oh, here we go. It's probably this kid here. This is really weird. Where could it have gone? Oh, excuse me, but can I ask you something? You didn't see a shiny rock around here, did you? Huh? A shiny rock? Yeah, that's right. One that sparkles. You didn't see a rock like that lying around anywhere, did you? Are you saying you lost something? I don't recall seeing anything like that. Do you know where you might have dropped it? My mom was calling for me, so I ran over to the general goods store where she was. I know I had it in my hand at the time, but when I came back here, it was gone. When you say general goods store, you mean Mr. Renault's store, right? Did you look in front of his store? Obviously, that's the first place I looked. You don't need to treat me like a kid, you know. My, aren't you a charmer? Well, I already asked the Racer Guild to help find it, so I'm sure it'll show up sooner or later. If you do happen to come across it, give me a holler straight away. It'll probably be around. Well, since we have our first clue in trying to find this shiny rock, so let's go ahead and check out the general goods store to see if that's where it is. So nothing around here. Ah, here we go. What's the matter? I wonder what that is. There's something shiny down there through the sewer grate. You're right. It looks like something must have fallen through. The sewers? Don't tell me you forgot about the sewers already. You know, that smelly, monster-infested place we were in not that long ago? Oh, right, those sewers. We went there during our practical training, right? The entrance to the sewer should be just behind the chapel. If you're so interested in what's down there, then how about we check it out a little later? Sure, let's do that. And it just repeats what we already talked about, so let's go ahead and go down into some sewers. While we're down there, we can get some training in done as well. First monster of the game, video, but pretty much nothing spectacular to watch out for, just a dirty rat. And of course, that's the strangest looking rat I have ever seen. Looks more like a part ram or something.
Piece of cake.
Yes, it was a piece of cake. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and yeah, there actually wasn't much need for that, but whatever. Let's see. Now to continue going through here and see if we can find our shiny rock. We don't really need to fight any of these monsters for the most part. They don't really give much in terms of experience since we're already level 3. Soul Blur. Go ahead and do a stone hammer. Yeah, we can't really kill these guys using physical attacks, so we just have to make use of our magic. Or arts, as we like to call them. You know, for the most part, I'm surprised that in, for some games they call it magic. If some of you guys are familiar with the Tales of series, they like to call them arts as well, most of the time. So I'm wondering if there's ever a standard or something people prefer, if having it as an art is a better term to use than just simply magic. Wow, I didn't think I could hit that hard. But actually, I guess if I remember right, they just evade a lot easier, if I recall. But I guess we're strong enough that we should have been able to just do that instead. Nothing over there. Ah, here we go. And it's being blocked by this monster here, so let's go ahead and take care of him. I'll go ahead and see if I can just slash them to bits now. Yeah, I guess that's the main issue, is you'll more likely miss them than you will hit them, so I guess I just got lucky that one time. I'll just go ahead and do some magic over here on our farther away enemy, so we don't have to worry about him now. I guess I'll just go ahead and try doing this now. I'll just keep to the magic, since once we're done with this area, we'll be able to leave, or we'll be able to heal up at our revive point there. And make quick work of these guys. But yeah, so I guess, you know, it's something to think about, I guess, the whole term between arts and magic. It may not seem like much, but I guess I don't really like the term art that much. You know. I see now. The thing we saw shining through the sewer grate was this. Seems like it. A quartz fragment, huh? Now we know why it was shining so much. The way it sparkles, it's so beautiful. This is made of septum too, right? Loosely speaking, yes. But let's talk about it later. This really isn't the place to have a leisurely chat. I guess you're right. No normal person would want to stay here any longer than they had to. You know, I guess whenever I think of the term art, I usually imagine a picture or, you know, something more like along the lines of that, not really a skill or something you would use that causes elements to appear out of nowhere, or you to shoot out water from, you know, your wrist or something. But now that we've just completed that quest, we'll go ahead and talk to the kid again and give him his shiny fragment. Hey! Is that rock? Could it be that this is the rock you've been looking for? Yep, this is the one, my shiny rock. Why is it all dirty like this? Hey, don't you have something else to say before you complain? You guys are bracers, right? I've already paid your money to the guild. Therefore, I think I have the right to complain. That's not the problem here. Calm down, Estelle. He's just a kid. I know that, but... This quartz is what you were looking for, right? Yeah, that's the one. This rock is really quartz? You mean the same kind of quartz that's in an orbment? Yep, it's the same kind of quartz made of seep. It's shipped, so it doesn't function anymore. I see. So this rock belonged to an orbment. Huh? What's wrong? You seem a bit out of it. Who? Me? Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad you found it. I guess that's about it then. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot. Here, take these. Drill meatball? My mom gives these to me and tells me they're healthy, but they're kind of bitter, so I can't stand them. Anyway, I appreciate what you did for me today. Seriously, what a cheeky little kid. I'm sure it's difficult age for him, but I wonder why he was searching for that quartz. What do you mean? Now that you mention it, it did seem a little strange. But oh well, everyone has something they think it's important. True words couldn't be spoken. Perhaps that kid has an interest in orbments. I, for one, don't see what's so interesting about those overly complex gadgets. My brain goes numb just thinking about them. Except for the fact that you'll have to get used to them sooner or later. You won't be able to fulfill your job as a bracer if you can't use one. Alright, I'll try and learn. Shiny rock completed. Yep, so that's pretty much our first quest completed. We won't get the points or money until we turn it into the guild, but I usually normally just save that until I complete something more major or complete a few quests at a time. Since we can turn them in all at once. Yeah, there's quite a few NPCs here in the game that all have something to say. You know, some of them more important than others, like, you know, this one's talking about how she's a salesperson who's here to sell her wares. and apparently not too many folks were really interested in buying them. And that she'd be better off going to the Royal City. And, you know, it's nice to see some, you know, they at least try to involve the characters a bit as well, and not they're just not spouting random things like, you know, I am error, for any Zelda fans out there. And I think she's important later on, because that kid we just did the quest for, you know, is also involved with, you know, her. Let's see. So, oh yeah, let's go ahead and just double check on our quest here. Let's see. Here we go. Here, Pretzel Farm Monsters. And you can even see some nice little notes that they give us, that the characters themselves, they look like they were written. And let's see, reports that they're destroying crops, and that not too many entries. Yeah, so we first need to report to the monsters on the Pretzel Farm, and to get there, it looks like we'll need to take Milch Main Road, bearing south at the fork. So let's go ahead and start doing that one. If I remember right, the plant monster that's also a part of this as well is also running around here, so we can see about taking him on and if we can take him down or not. The difficulty says it's low, so we should be able to take him down no problem. Let's see if we can find him or not first, though. No, that doesn't look like a plant monster. Oh, treasure chest. And it's a monster. Well, that's something to watch out for as well, monsters inside treasure chests. There's actually quite a few of them here. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and clock up. And hopefully that'll speed him up enough to take some of these enemies on more quickly. And I'll just go ahead and have her attack, and great. It looks like these monsters are a bit strong for us, so I'll see if I can run away and maybe get some gear before we get killed here. I can already imagine my death if I don't be able to run away right now. So, time to run away. And thankfully we were able to do so. So, let me go ahead and back to the town once I finish up these guys. I think they were just these two. We should be able to take them down, no problem. But yeah, if we deal with any more issues like that again, I may have to do some off-screen grinding. And I'm sure not too many people will want to watch me just running around killing monsters trying to get more levels. You know, I'll make sure to fast forward through things like that whenever I have to do that, but hopefully that shouldn't be something of a daily occurrence in these videos. So, let's check out some equipment we can get here. After just talking to him a bit, see if he can give us anything. But yeah, this game is pretty text heavy if you guys haven't noticed already. You know, let's see. Okay, I have 13 Mira. You know, just about every character, you know, most of the NPCs do have something to say, but I'm not gonna talk to all of them. You know, just to any important ones that I think I find here and there. Getting a kunai is probably not much need for that. The armor is probably decent enough, but it looks like I won't be able to afford enough for two. So I'll just go ahead and get some great, the spikes are pretty expensive too. Oh well, so just one armor. And I guess I'll go ahead and give it to our healer here. She'd be fairly important to keep alive. You know, we wouldn't want her dying on us when we need to be healed the most. And we're a bit low, but we should, if I remember right, we have some items I can make use of. Go. And here's some tier bombs, but we'll just keep to the drill meatballs apparently we got. I'm not quite sure why they're called. Oh, apparently they use horn powder for flavor. And we learned how to make drill meatballs, which will probably come in handy when we make use of some of those monster parts we have been collecting around. But yeah, since it looks like we can't get much armor, I may have to do a bit of fighting here and there. But for now, I'll just go ahead and try and find our farm we need to get to. And I think that was the plant monster, or maybe one of them, who knows. You know, trying to find some of these monsters, they're sort of just scattered around. Takes a bit of finding, but you know, it's always worth it trying to complete most of the quests in the game to get the better gear and stuff from the rewards from all the BP points you collect throughout the game. Sigh. No matter where we come here, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here. I certainly don't sense anything out of the ordinary here, either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in on the details. I wonder if Tio is home today. Tio? I think that's right. Let's see. Oh, Joshua Estella. Hi, Sherry. How have you been? Do you know where your mom and dad are? They're not home right now. Tio's outside if you want to talk to her, though. Well, that's always good to know. See, she's over there, so just have to find a way over. Hi, Tio. It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle? And Joshua, too? Did you guys come for a visit? Not exactly. We're here on bracer business. We heard that you've been having some trouble with monsters. And then it's nice that they can, do these little text boxes that pretty much just explain everything so you can skip ahead and they don't have to reiterate on what they're doing here. You finished all your training. That's wonderful news. Maybe you can help after all. So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case the past several days now. Thanks to which I'm suffering from a lack of sleep. Which means the monsters only come out at night. You're very perceptive, Joshua. You'll be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables any time now. Well, it looks like I'll stop the video here for now. Join us next time when we'll take on the vicious monsters terrorizing our friend Tio's farm. But first we have to meet up with her parents to get more details on what to do. Until then, see you next time.